Hello and welcome to Elizabeth's Craft Room. Today I'm going to do this card here. It's made with the Traveller stamp set, and don't be surprised to see plenty of videos featuring this stamp set. It's just gorgeous. Look, we've got a suitcase, an old camera, we've got a globe, a passport, a puffing railway train and a liner, and today we're going to use the liner. So, and as I come from Southampton, that's a very appropriate stamp for me. So I'm going to start off with a base card, which is a half an A4, cut in half and then scored. And I'm going to use some designer paper. I love this, it looks just like waves. Now this comes from, this is a 6" by 4" paper stack called Moonlight. If you haven't already seen this, it's yummy. Absolutely gorgeous colours, featuring some of our new in colours as well. And all I've done is just chopped off 3 inches off the bottom of that piece, so I've got some left for the next project. And I'm going to stick this on. What I'm going to do is just leave it a little bit loose at the end, and you'll see why in a moment. So just not put glue right up to the end. Put it in the corners, but not in the middle there. Then I can just pop that on. I got that straight. That looks straight enough for me. Okay, and the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going sort of from the bottom upwards. I'm going to do these little elements here, these little flags, and I'm going to do one in what's this called? It's called Honey. Hello Honey, which is one of our new colours. And I'm going to go do 2 in basic grey. And this is punched out using the little flag punch. You could hand cut these if you don't have a flag punch. I want to stamp these, and I'm using this stamp set for the greeting, which is called Something to Say, and I could use that little star there, but actually I'm going to use this one here, which has got lots of little stars. This is called Point and Click, and I'm going to stamp these in Hello Honey over the top of those pieces there. So let's just pop those on here. And even though I'm stamping on the grey, it's the colour, the honey's colour's not really going to come out on the grey, but you can just see it's still, I don't know how well you can see that, but hopefully you can see that it just picks up those little star images. And then I'm going to just be able to slip those just underneath where I left the glue off right at the end. Whoop. That's that one. Let's do that one first. I'm flipping them everywhere. That one's gone over here now. And that one. And then that one in the middle. Cute. Okay, so that's the background. Next we're going to bring in, that's one of my framelits, some circles, and I'm going to cut these with the framelits. This one is the 2 3/4 inch circle. And the size of circle is actually completely up to you as to what you choose to use. Just run that through on the big shot. So that's going to be my background piece there. And then I'm going to stamp the ship image. I'm going to stamp this today in StazOn. I'll take a clear block and ink that well up. Good press down. Isn't that amazing? I just love that image. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. And while I've got my ink out, I'm also going to do this one. So I used Love You Always. And I like the way these stamps, this is something to say, and the way they go together. So big ways, small ways, love you always. I just love the way they go together. And you've got courage, you've got strength, you've got me. I like that as well. And congratulations, now go change the world. I'm not going to read them all out to you, but you get the idea. But today I'm going to use, I'm going to go for Love You Always again because it's just really sweet. So let's ink that up and stamp that at the same time. So those have both been stamped with stays on. So for the Love You Always, I'm going to punch that out with a 1 1/4 inch punch. And then I'm going to do a layer in the Lost Lagoon colour. And this is how I keep my scraps. Once I cut into a piece of cardstock, I put anything that's left in a little scrap folder in the colours. So then I never cut into a new piece if I've got a bit of colour left over. And then a piece of Hello Honey. Just squeeze it out of there. And that's going to layer up for my greeting. So this piece here I'm going to cut out again with one of the circles, and this one is, she says, quickly measuring, 2 1/2 inch circle. So I'm not going to get quite all of the ship in, so I'm going to opt to cut off a little bit of the mast there and go about like that. And I'll bring in the big shot and cut through. So I've got some scraps left over, as I said, from the background paper, and I thought it would be fun to actually have a little bit of the water on the bottom of the ship. So the easiest way to do this, I fiddled around with it last time and did it with a cutter and various other things, but the absolute easiest way to do this is to put some glue along here, stick on my waves, flip it over and trim off. You could recut this with the Framelit, line it up, but to be honest it's just as quick and easy to do it with your scissors. And then you just get that little wave effect, which when you layer it up I think is really effective on the project and very easy to do. So let's just assemble this. So I'm going to put this on there. And I'm just doing this card completely flat. Sometimes with postage, if you start putting lots of dimensionals on, you can get away with one layer of dimensionals, but as soon as you go above that, in the UK you're then paying for a large envelope. So if you're going to post it, and I'm going to post this, it's going to cost you more to send. So do watch out with dimensionals how many you decide to do. And this project's really pretty without, so I'm just going to pop that on. And there we go. So I hope you've enjoyed your visit to Elizabeth's craft room today. I hope you're loving Traveller as much as I am. If you'd like to order these stamps, you can do so on my online store if you're in Europe. And that's at elizabethscraftroom.blogspot.com. Just click the Buy It Now link and you can have that winging its way to you. Look forward to seeing you here again soon.